So if any of you all have checked out our debut album, Moon Goes Down, it was recorded at the world famous Blackbird Studios in Nashville, Tennessee, owned by Joe and Martina McBride. And we had the absolute pleasure of going there. And ironically, the guy that was doing all the producing and stuff was Mark Rubel, who's actually from Illinois, Champaign area, and has done a lot of great artists. And kind of wanted to talk about kind of like what our first like perception was of like what it was like walking in there for the first time, because the building itself from the outside is very inconspicuous. You wouldn't even think that it was going to have this massive, beautiful, different studios layered throughout that whole area. But from what I remember walking in there, it was just like the vibe as soon as you walked in the door, it kind of put me in the mood of like, hey, we're in business here. It's like it's time to go to work. In a good way.
Yeah.
And I just love the different color schemes and the way the mood was kind of set there, and really good lighting.
I feel the history too.
Oh, the history for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone from Adele to Alan Jackson to all the greats have all recorded there. One of my favorite things about it was how we were all able to record in such like close proximity to each other to knock out the live record without a click track and all that good stuff. What was one of your favorite parts about recording there at the studio?
Well, you know me, the piano. That piano was.
It was Baby Grand, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very grand. I'd love to know who all had played that piano. I never did ask him.
I think if I remember correctly, that specific piano was Elton John had actually used that for some of his recordings in the past. If I remember, one of the engineers or something had mentioned that to me, and they had like, so whenever we got set up to record there, they sent us like a PDF of a massive booklet of all these different like instruments, from types of drum kits to keys to guitars to whatever amps that we could pick out of that they had on site in storage, and they'd bring in what we needed. And so that was kind of one of the cool things, to be able to be like, hey, we want to use this type of drum set and this many toms and Baby Grand piano. One thing also I remember from that, Steve being a trooper on when we did the overdubs, which is like where you come back in and like maybe you need to play another part different or add on extra things. That was the day that we did that, and Steve hammered through a whole day by himself on, what was it, vocals, and some extra fiddle parts and some extra banjo parts, and like
It was a long day.
like 7 or 8 hours.
My mind was shot after that day. A lot of thinking.
Next time I might have to break it up a little bit, like do hour here, hour there.
Well, even half a day.
Or just switch it out with me to come in
or
and do some extra acoustic guitar parts.
I can do half a day the whole day. So.
One of the things that I, on the back end of recording, that I didn't think about whenever we went in with this idea of like not using the click track and all that, is on the song Our Town. I guess I was singing a little bit louder than what I normally do, and my vocal mic was here and the acoustic guitar mic was like down here, and the acoustic guitar mic also picked up my vocal mic, so like it was like a delay in a way, or a reverb or a chorus effect that was not intended. So like on that song you can hear my voice, and you hear my voice just like almost like ba-boom, 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 like just kind of following each other, and that's why it does that. It was not intentional. It was just one of them things that happened.